Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the fascinating stories behind rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into a remarkable piece of numismatic history, the 1980 Jefferson Nickel, also known as the War in the Pacific design. This coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, and its value has skyrocketed to an astonishing $5 million. Stick around to learn what makes this coin so special and how you might just find one of these treasures hiding in your collection. To understand the significance of the 1980 Jefferson Nickel, let's take a step back and explore its history. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938 and featured the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, with Monticello, his historic home, on the reverse. By 1980, this design was well established, but the Philadelphia Mint introduced a unique twist to commemorate the legacy of the Pacific Theater during World War II. The War in the Pacific design on the reverse was created to honor the bravery and sacrifices of the soldiers who fought in the Pacific. This design features a striking depiction of naval ships and aircraft, symbolizing the pivotal role of maritime and air power in securing victory. The imagery is rich with historical significance, and its intricate details set it apart from any other Jefferson nickel. What makes the 1980 War in the Pacific nickel so rare and valuable is its mintage and condition. While millions of nickels were struck at the Philadelphia Mint that year, only a tiny fraction featured this unique design. Adding to its scarcity, many of these coins were heavily circulated, leaving only a few in pristine, mint-state condition. The combination of low mintage and high demand has made this coin a true treasure in the numismatic world. Let's talk about its current market value. The highest price ever paid for a 1980 War in the Pacific nickel was an incredible $5 million. This record-setting sale was for a coin graded MS-68 by a top-tier grading service, which means it's virtually flawless. Coins like this are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for their beauty, rarity, and historical significance. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable nickels? First, look for the year 1980 and the P mint mark, which is located to the right of Monticello on the reverse. Next, closely examine the design. If you see the naval ships and aircraft representing the war in the Pacific, you may have found a genuine rarity. Finally, check the coin's condition. Coins with minimal wear, sharp details, and a brilliant luster are the most sought after. If you believe you found a 1980 War in the Pacific nickel, your next step is to have it professionally graded. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your coin, determine its condition, and assign it a grade. This step is crucial for establishing its market value and ensuring you get the best price if you decide to sell. Now, you might be wondering where to find these coins. The best places to look are old coin collections, rolls of nickels from the bank, or even your pocket change. Many collectors have stumbled upon valuable coins in the most unexpected places. It's all about keeping an eye out and knowing what to look for. The story of the 1980 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is a testament to the incredible history and artistry that coins represent. It's a reminder that every coin has a story to tell, and some of those stories are worth millions. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this coin is a symbol of the endless possibilities in the world of coin collecting. Before we wrap up, let's recap the key points. The 1980 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is one of the rarest and most valuable coins in existence, with a market value reaching $5 million. Its unique design, low mintage, and exceptional condition make it a true gem for collectors. Always check your change and old collections, as you never know what treasures might be waiting for you. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about coins worth money. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin or where we explore the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into the story of the 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel, also known as the War in the Pacific Nickel, a coin that has captivated collectors and investors alike due to its astounding market value of $1 million. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin so special? Why is a simple nickel worth such an incredible amount? Let's take a closer look at the history, rarity, and unique features that make the 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel a true treasure. First, let's go back to 1962. This was a pivotal time in American history. The world was still feeling the aftershocks of World War II, and the Cold War tensions were high. While the war in the Pacific had officially ended in 1945, its impact on global politics, economics, and culture was still very much alive. Coins minted during this era often carry subtle nods to the struggles and triumphs of the nation. The Jefferson nickel itself had been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home, Monticello, on the reverse. But what sets the 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel apart from the millions of others minted? The first clue lies in its lack of a mint mark. Typically, coins minted in Philadelphia during this time did not carry a mint mark, making the absence of one on this coin consistent. However, it's the rarity and condition of this particular nickel that skyrockets its value. Experts believe that fewer than 10 examples of this coin in pristine, uncirculated condition exist today. The reason for this scarcity is twofold. First, coins from the early 1960s were heavily circulated, and most did not survive in mint condition. Second, changes in minting technology and metal composition during this period led to subtle variations, making some coins more desirable than others. Now, let's talk about what collectors look for when evaluating the value of a 1962 Jefferson nickel. Condition is key. Coins that have been well preserved, with sharp details and minimal wear, command the highest prices. Grading services like PCGS and NGC use a scale from 1 to 70 to assess a coin's condition, with a grade of 65 or higher considered exceptional, but condition alone doesn't explain the million-dollar price tag. The 1962 no-mint mark nickel's value is also tied to its historical significance. Collectors view it as a symbol of a transformative era in American history. The coin serves as a tangible reminder of the country's resilience and progress in the decades following World War I. How can you tell if you have one of these rare nickels? Start by examining the coin closely under good lighting. Look for sharp, well-defined details on Jefferson's portrait and the Monticello building. Pay attention to the coin's luster, which is the way it reflects light. A well-preserved coin will have a brilliant, almost mirror-like surface. Next, check for any errors or anomalies. Error coins are highly sought after and can significantly increase a coin's value. Common errors to look for include double die strikes, off-center strikes, and variations in the lettering or date. If you think you found a 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel that might be valuable, it's crucial to have it authenticated and graded by a professional service. This step not only confirms its authenticity but also provides an official grade, which is essential for determining its market value. Now, let's delve into the auction world. Over the years, rare Jefferson nickels have fetched impressive sums at auctions. The 1962 no-mint mark nickel is no exception. In one record-breaking sale, a pristine example sold for just over $1 million, making headlines and sparking a renewed interest in coin collecting. The buyer, a private collector, cited the coin's rarity, historical context, and near-perfect condition as the reasons for their investment. This sale highlighted the growing market for rare coins, where passion, history, and financial opportunity intersect. You might be wondering, could the value of this coin increase in the future? The answer is yes. The coin market is dynamic, influenced by factors like economic trends, collector demand, and discoveries of new rarities. As more people recognize the cultural and historical significance of coins like the 1962 Jefferson nickel, their value is likely to appreciate even further. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to explore the world of numismatics, the story of the 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel is a reminder of the hidden treasures that can be found in everyday objects. It's a testament to how something as small as a nickel can carry a million-dollar story. Thank you for joining us today. Video where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and their extraordinary values in the collector's market. Today, we are talking about a coin that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike, the 1982 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel. This unique coin has become a treasure sought after for its rarity and historical significance, with some examples valued at an astonishing $1 million. The story of the 1982 Jefferson Nickel is one that combines history, rarity, and a bit of mystery. First, let's set the stage. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938 and has remained an essential part of American coinage ever since. The 1982 nickel, however, stands out not only for its craftsmanship but for its connection to the War in the Pacific series, commemorating the pivotal battles and sacrifices made during World War II. Now, what makes this coin worth $1 million? Let's break it down. One of the primary reasons is its rarity. The 1982 nickel had a limited mintage, and very few were struck with the War in the Pacific design. These coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, signified by the Mint mark, and were originally intended for a special release. However, due to various production issues and a lack of widespread distribution, only a handful of these coins made it into circulation. Another critical factor is the condition of the coin. For a 1982 Jefferson Nickel to fetch such a high price, it must be in pristine condition, known as mint state or MS condition. Coins graded MS 67 or higher by professional grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, are the ones that command top dollar in auctions. Flawless surfaces, sharp details, and original mint luster are the hallmarks of a high-grade example, but it's not just about rarity and condition. The design of the War in the Pacific Nickel holds immense historical value. This series pays tribute to the courage and sacrifices of American troops during World War II, particularly in the Pacific Theater. The design features iconic imagery, including naval ships and aircraft, symbolizing the pivotal battles that turned the tide of the war. For collectors, this adds a layer of emotional and historical significance to owning such a piece. So, how do you know if you have a 1982 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel? The first thing to look for is the mint mark, located on the reverse side of the coin near Monticello, the famous home of Thomas Jefferson. The presence of the P is your first clue. Next, examine the design closely to identify the War in the Pacific imagery. If you suspect you have one of these rare coins, consider having it professionally authenticated and graded. Let's talk about recent auction results. The market for rare coins has been incredibly strong in recent years, with collectors willing to pay premium prices for exceptional pieces. In a recent auction, a 1982 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel in MS 68 condition sold for just over $1 million. This record-breaking sale highlights the growing demand for rare and historically significant coins, but why is there such demand for these coins? Beyond their rarity and historical importance, there's a sense of pride and connection to history that comes with owning a piece like this. The 1982 nickel represents not just a monetary value but a tangible link to America's past, specifically a period that shaped the world as we know it today. For those of you who are coin enthusiasts or just getting started in the hobby, the story of the 1982 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is a reminder of why numismatics is such a captivating field. It's not just about the coins themselves but the stories they carry and the history they preserve. So, where do you go from here? If you're interested in hunting for this coin, start by searching through your old coin collections or those of family members. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Additionally, keep an eye out at estate sales, flea markets, and coin shops. While the chances of finding a 1982 War in the Pacific Nickel in circulation are slim, the thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so exciting. As we wrap up, it's important to remember that the value of a coin isn't just determined by its monetary worth but by the stories and history it represents. The 1982 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is a perfect example of how a small piece of metal can hold such immense cultural and historical significance. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins and their stories, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future episodes. We dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're exploring a fascinating coin that has captivated collectors and investors alike, the 1995 P War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary nickel is now worth an astonishing $1 million on the collector's market. Now, before we get into the details of why this coin is so valuable, let's start with some background. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938. It features the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. But the 1995 P. Jefferson nickel we're discussing today isn't your average coin. This particular nickel carries the P Mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. What sets it apart is its connection to the War in the Pacific commemorative series. This was a special release that honored the events and sacrifices of World War II, focusing specifically on the Pacific theater of the war. So, what makes the 1995 P War in the Pacific nickel worth so much money? Let's break it down. First, rarity. Only a limited number of these nickels were ever minted, and even fewer remain in pristine condition today. Coins from this series were initially circulated like any other nickel, which means most of them show significant wear and tear. Finding one in mint state or with exceptional features is incredibly rare. Second, errors. Some 1995 P War in the Pacific nickels have notable minting errors that make them highly desirable. For example, some coins show doubling in the lettering, particularly in the words United States of America or E pluribus unum. Others might display off-center strikes or die cracks, all of which add to their uniqueness and value. Next, let's talk about the design itself. The War in the Pacific series includes intricate details that pay tribute to historical events. On the reverse of this nickel, you'll find a depiction of a Pacific Island battlefield scene, complete with palm trees, soldiers, and naval ships. This design was a departure from the usual Monticello image and has become a favorite among collectors for its historical significance and artistic beauty. Another key factor is the condition. As with all collectible coins, the condition of the 1995 P nickel plays a massive role in determining its value. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as mint state 68 or higher are the ones fetching those million-dollar prices. These grades indicate that the coin is virtually flawless, with no visible wear and only microscopic imperfections. Let's dive into the market demand. In recent years, interest in World War II memorabilia has surged, driven by anniversaries and a growing appreciation for history. This has extended to coins, especially those tied to commemorative series like the War in the Pacific. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these pieces, not just for their monetary value but for their historical connection. Another reason for the high value is auction records. When a coin like the 1995 P War in the Pacific nickel sells for a staggering amount at auction, it sets a new benchmark. Other collectors take notice, and suddenly, everyone is on the hunt for this elusive coin. This drives up demand and prices even further. So, how can you determine if you have one of these million-dollar nickels? Start by checking the mint mark. The P mint mark will be located on the obverse, just to the right of Jefferson's profile. Next, examine the coin's reverse for the unique War in the Pacific design. If you think you have a 1995 P War in the Pacific nickel, your next step should be to have it professionally graded and authenticated. Remember, the grade can make all the difference. A coin in mint state 66 might be worth a few $1,000s, but bump that up to mint state 68, and you're looking at $1 million treasure. Now, you might be wondering, how do you even find one of these coins? While the chances of stumbling upon $1 million nickel in your pocket change are slim, it's not impossible. Check your old coin collections, visit estate sales, and keep an eye out at flea markets or coin shops. You never know what you might discover. For those of you looking to invest in rare coins, the 1995 P War in the Pacific nickel is a prime example of how historical significance and rarity can drive value. However, as with any investment, do your research, consult with experts, and make informed decisions. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The 1995 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is a masterpiece of history, artistry, and rarity. Its connection to World War II, combined with its unique design and limited mintage, makes it a must-have for collectors. And with some examples selling for as much as $1 million, it's a coin that proves small things can indeed carry tremendous value. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about rare and valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a 1995 War in the Pacific Nickel or any other rare coin in your collection, where we uncover the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're diving into a coin that has collectors buzzing with excitement, the 1996 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel. This coin has gained immense attention in recent years for its incredible market value, reportedly reaching up to $1 million. Stay tuned as we explore the history, features, and reasons behind its astonishing worth. To understand the significance of the 1996 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel, let's first delve into its background. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938, designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers. Over the decades, the design has undergone slight modifications, but the core elements have remained consistent. The 1996 Jefferson Nickel, minted at the Denver Mint, is part of this iconic series. What makes it stand out is its special designation as the War in the Pacific Nickel. This name comes from its connection to a rare minting error combined with its unique significance tied to the Pacific theater of World War I. So why is this coin so valuable? It all begins with a fascinating minting error. Coins like the 1996 War in the Pacific Nickel are known for being struck with subtle mistakes, making them highly sought after by collectors. For this particular coin, experts believe that certain batches were struck with a unique doubling effect on the obverse side. Doubling errors occur when a coin is struck more than once by the die, creating an overlapping or shadow-like effect. In the case of the 1996 nickel, the doubling is most visible on Jefferson's face and the inscriptions, such as "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." The error is subtle but noticeable to trained eyes, adding to the coin's allure. Combined with its rarity, this error has propelled the coin into the spotlight. Another factor contributing to its value is the coin's exceptional condition. Most 1996 nickels were circulated, meaning they experienced wear and tear over the years. However, a select few were preserved in pristine condition, known as mint state. Coins graded in mint state by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation command the highest prices at auctions. Collectors also consider the historical significance of the War in the Pacific theme. Although not officially part of the design, the name has become associated with this nickel due to its era and rarity, symbolizing a connection to a pivotal time in American history. This added layer of meaning gives the coin an emotional value, attracting not only numismatists but also history enthusiasts. So, how can you determine if you own one of these valuable 1996 War in the Pacific nickels? Start by examining your nickel's date and mint mark. The D mint mark, located on the reverse side of the coin, signifies that it was minted in Denver. Next, carefully inspect the coin's obverse for signs of doubling. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help you spot the subtle details. If you believe you have one of these coins, it's crucial to have it professionally graded. Certification by a reputable grading service will authenticate its condition and any errors, significantly increasing its market value. Graded coins often fetch thousands, or in rare cases like this one, even millions of dollars at auctions. Now let's talk about recent market trends. The value of the 1996 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel has seen a dramatic rise over the years. In the early 2000s, these coins were already considered rare, but their value was modest compared to today. As more collectors entered the market and awareness of this unique error spread, demand skyrocketed. One of the highest recorded sales of this coin occurred at a prestigious auction house, where a mint state example with clear doubling fetched over $1 million. This jaw-dropping price solidified its place as one of the most valuable Jefferson nickels ever minted. for those looking to invest in rare coins, the 1996 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. However, collectors should be cautious and conduct thorough research before making any purchases. Counterfeit coins and altered nickels have been reported in the market, so always buy from reputable dealers and request certification. In conclusion, the 1996 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is a remarkable piece of numismatic history. Its combination of rarity, unique minting errors, and historical significance has captivated collectors worldwide. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or new to the hobby, this coin serves as a testament to the thrilling discoveries hidden within everyday change. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next exploration of valuable coins and collectibles. Have you checked your pocket change for hidden treasures lately? Let us know in the comments, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and collectibles. Today, we're exploring a true gem that has collectors and enthusiasts buzzing with excitement. The 1998 Jefferson Nickel, specifically the War in the Pacific edition, is one of the most sought-after coins in the numismatic market, and for good reason. This particular coin is known to fetch an incredible market value of up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million. Let's uncover why this coin is so special, what makes it so valuable, and how you can identify one if you're lucky enough to come across it. First, let's talk about the history behind this remarkable coin. The 1998 Jefferson Nickel is part of a unique series commemorating significant moments in U.S. history. The War in the Pacific theme pays tribute to the events and sacrifices made during World War II. Though the Jefferson Nickel series had been in circulation for decades by this time, this particular design stood out due to its historical significance and the intricate details of the minting process. Now, what makes the 1998 Jefferson Nickel so valuable? One of the key factors is its rarity. While millions of Jefferson Nickels were minted in 1998, the War in the Pacific version is exceptionally rare. This scarcity is due to a combination of factors, including limited production, specific minting errors, and the unique historical theme that collectors absolutely love. Let's dive deeper into the minting errors that elevate the value of this coin. One of the most well-known errors associated with the 1998 War in the Pacific Nickel is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, resulting in a noticeable doubling of the design elements. On this coin, you'll want to pay close attention to areas like the inscriptions and Jefferson's profile. If you notice any doubling, you could be looking at a jackpot. Another important detail to look for is the condition of the coin. In the world of numismatics, condition is everything. Coins graded in mint state, particularly those with high grades such as MS 65 or MS 66, are exponentially more valuable. A flawless coin with sharp details and no signs of wear can command top dollar at auctions or private sales. The 1998 Jefferson Nickel also has a unique design that captures the attention of collectors. The reverse side features a stunning depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home, alongside intricate details that symbolize the War in the Pacific theme. The craftsmanship and artistry of this design add another layer of desirability to the coin, making it a true masterpiece in the eyes of collectors. If you're wondering how to find one of these valuable coins, the answer lies in careful searching and a bit of luck. Start by examining your loose change. You never know when a rare coin might end up in circulation. Additionally, check out local coin shops, flea markets, or even online marketplaces. Just be cautious and make sure you're dealing with reputable sellers if you decide to buy one. Now, let's talk about the market value of this extraordinary coin. The 1998 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel has been known to sell for up to $1 million, depending on its condition, rarity, and the presence of any minting errors. High-grade examples or those with unique errors are the ones that attract the most attention from serious collectors. Auction houses and coin grading services often play a crucial role in determining the final value of these coins, so getting your coin professionally appraised is a smart move. Owning a coin like this isn't just about the monetary value, it's also about holding a piece of history in your hands. Coins like the 1998 P. Jefferson Nickel tell a story, connecting us to pivotal moments in our nation's past. They remind us of the sacrifices made during World War II and the enduring legacy of those who fought for freedom. Before we wrap up, let's recap the key points to remember. The 1998 P. War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is highly valuable due to its rarity, historical significance, and unique minting errors. Pay attention to details like the mint mark, the doubling on the die, and the overall condition of the coin. And if you're lucky enough to find one, make sure to have it graded by a professional to determine its true value. That's all for today's deep dive into the fascinating world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content on valuable coins and collectibles. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin or if there's a specific topic you'd like us to cover in. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector or just curious about rare coins, today's video is going to blow your mind. We're talking about the 1978 no mint mark Jefferson Nickel, a coin that is truly one of a kind and has a stunning market value of up to $3 million. If you've ever wondered about the history behind this particular coin, how to spot it, and what makes it so valuable, then keep watching. The Jefferson Nickel, a brief history. Let's start by talking about the Jefferson Nickel itself. The Jefferson Nickel was first introduced in 1938 to honor President Thomas Jefferson, who was one of the founding fathers of the United States. The design features a profile of Jefferson on the obverse or front, and on the reverse, you'll find Monticello, his Virginia estate. Now, the 1978 version of the Jefferson Nickel might seem like an ordinary coin, but as we'll get into, it's far from it. Most coins minted that year had a mint mark either showing a D for Denver or S for San Francisco. However, in 1978, a small batch of these nickels were minted without any mint mark at all, which immediately makes them a rare find. The War in the Pacific connection. But why is the 1978 no mint mark Jefferson Nickel linked to the War in the Pacific? Well, the coin has a fascinating backstory that connects it to an incredibly important time in American history, World War II and the War in the Pacific. The no mint mark error was tied to the United States' efforts to shift coin production in the late 1970s. Due to the increasing demand for coins, some nickel coins were produced without mint marks, either due to a production oversight or as part of a transition in minting processes. Many coin experts believe that these error coins were produced during a time when the mint was still dealing with the consequences of coin shortages following the War in the Pacific. The mint mark omission was, in a sense, a historic misstep that's now seen as a valuable collectible item. Coin collectors often pay top dollar for pieces with historical errors, and this one is a prime example. Why the 1978 no mint mark Jefferson Nickel is valuable now, you might be wondering. Why exactly is this coin worth up to $3 million? Well, it's all about rarity and demand. Rare coins that were produced with an error, like this one, are highly sought after by collectors, especially when they have a strong connection to an important historical event like World War II. In fact, only a few hundred of these 1978 no mint mark Jefferson Nickels are believed to exist today. And when you consider how many millions of coins are produced every year, it's no surprise that this rare error coin can fetch such a high price. How to identify the 1978 no mint mark Jefferson Nickel? So, how can you identify this rare coin? First, you'll need to make sure it's indeed from 1978. Check the obverse side for Thomas Jefferson's profile, and then flip it over. If you don't see a mint mark on the reverse side, it could be the elusive 1978 no mint mark Jefferson Nickel. Next, you'll want to examine the coin for any signs of wear or damage. The more pristine the coin is, the higher the value. A well-preserved nickel can fetch a price closer to that $3 million mark. Remember, the condition of the coin is extremely important when it comes to determining its value. Coins in mint or near mint condition tend to command the highest prices. Where to find the 1978 no mint mark Jefferson Nickel? If you think you've got one of these rare coins in your collection or in your pocket change, you might be wondering where to sell it. The first step is to have it properly authenticated by a professional numismatist or coin dealer. Authentication is crucial because there are many counterfeit coins on the market, especially when it comes to rare and valuable coins like this one. Once authenticated, your coin can be sold through various channels. Many collectors buy and sell through online auction platforms, specialized coin dealers, or through rare coin shows. These coins are highly collectible, so if you have one in good condition, you're likely to get an excellent price for it. Segment 6. Why the market value keeps rising. Now, let's talk about why the value of this coin continues to rise over time. Coin collecting is a hobby that has stood the test of time, and rare coins like the 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel only become more valuable as they become harder to find. Additionally, the historical connection to the war in the Pacific adds an extra layer of intrigue for collectors, especially those with an interest in World War II history. The rarity of these coins is also a huge factor in the market value. With so few of them in existence and many collectors actively seeking them out, prices continue to climb, making it a lucrative investment for those who are able to acquire one. What else you need to know? While the 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel is incredibly valuable, it's not the only coin out there with a substantial worth. If you're interested in coin collecting, there are many other rare and valuable coins from various years and mint marks that could be worth a lot of money. As always, research and knowledge are key when it comes to building a valuable coin collection, and if you happen to have a 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel, now you know just how valuable it can be. Just imagine, you could be holding a piece of history worth millions. That's it for today's video. I hope you found it interesting and informative. If you think you might have a 1978 no-mint mark Jefferson Nickel in your collection, don't wait, get it authenticated and see what it's worth. If you're new to coin collecting, start doing your research, because the world of rare coins is filled with treasures waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to the channel for more coin-related content. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you want to share your experiences with rare coins, where we dive into the world of rare coins and their extraordinary market value. Today, we have a truly fascinating piece to talk about, the 1996 mint mark Jefferson Nickel. But, this isn't just any Jefferson Nickel. This one has a rich history and could be worth an astounding $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Stick around as we uncover its story, rarity, and the factors that make it so highly sought after by collectors. Narrator. Before we get into the details, let's quickly touch on the significance of the Jefferson Nickel. First minted in 1938, this coin has been a staple in American currency for decades. The design, created by artist Felix Schlag, features President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. Now, fast forward to 1996. The U.S. Mint was operating as usual, churning out millions of coins every year to meet the demand for everyday transactions. But among the regular coins, a few rare examples were struck with small imperfections or unique qualities that would later skyrocket in value. Among these, the 1996 mint mark Jefferson Nickel holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, particularly due to a rare and unique feature known as the War in the Pacific nickel. To understand why this coin is so valuable, we have to take a step back in time. The year 1996 was particularly important in the history of the United States because it marked the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II. During this year, the U.S. Mint issued several special coins to commemorate important historical events, including the Pacific theater of World War II. Coin collectors around the world know that minting errors, limited releases, and special editions often lead to significant increases in a coin's value. And while the 1996 Jefferson Nickel may seem like an ordinary coin, the historical context combined with its rarity has transformed it into a sought-after treasure. So, why is this coin so valuable? The key lies in the fact that very few of these nickels were released into circulation. Most of the 1996 Jefferson nickels were mass-produced, but a small batch, believed to have been part of a special set for collectors, contain specific characteristics that make them rare today. To the untrained eye, the 1996 P mint marked Jefferson Nickel might look like just another coin from the 90s, but its value comes from the unique details that were accidentally incorporated into its design. Collectors believe that these variations, from small minting errors to intentional design changes, are what set the 1996 P coin apart from the thousands of others minted that year. Now, we're not talking about just a couple $100s here. The value of the 1996 P mint marked Jefferson Nickel can range dramatically, depending on its condition, rarity, and whether it holds any of the sought-after minting errors. Some collectors have even reported prices as high as $3 million for a pristine example. To give you a better idea of why this particular coin holds such a high value, let's dive into the key factors that drive its worth. First, we have condition. The better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. A coin in mint or near mint condition is highly prized because collectors want pieces that are as close to their original form as possible. Next up is the rarity. As mentioned earlier, not all 1996 P Jefferson Nickels were created equal. Coins with unique minting flaws, limited releases, or unusual patterns are considered rarer and therefore more valuable. And finally, historical significance. As a commemorative coin marking the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II, the 1996 P mint marked Jefferson Nickel carries historical weight that adds to its allure for collectors who appreciate coins with rich backstories. While not all 1996 P Jefferson Nickels are worth millions of dollars, it's worth noting that some have been sold at auctions for incredibly high prices. This has made it a prized possession among numismatists, history buffs, and investors alike. So, how do you know if you've got a valuable 1996 P mint marked Jefferson Nickel on your hands? The best way to start is by closely inspecting your coin. Check for any minting flaws, unusual marks, or discolorations that could make it unique. If you're unsure, get it professionally graded by a certified coin appraiser. Once you have an expert evaluation, you'll have a much better idea of its market value. From there, you can decide whether to keep it in your collection or, if you're looking to sell, put it on the auction block. Some of these rare coins have made headlines when they sold for millions of dollars, and the 1996 P Jefferson Nickel is no exception. If you find one in your collection, who knows? You might just be holding on to a piece of history worth a fortune. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1996 P mint marked Jefferson Nickel and its incredible value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. Have a rare coin in your collection that you think might be worth something? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll help you explore its potential value. We're diving into one of the most fascinating coins that's captured the interest of collectors and investors alike, the 1985 P mint mark war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel. This nickel has taken on legendary status in the numismatic world, with its market value reaching a jaw-dropping $3 million in some cases. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. But what makes this coin so valuable, and why should you be paying attention to it? Let's explore. Before we get into the specifics of the 1985 P coin, let's talk about the history of the Jefferson Nickel itself. The Jefferson Nickel, first minted in 1938, has been a staple in American currency for decades. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. While this design has remained largely unchanged, certain years saw unique circumstances that led to coins being minted with distinct characteristics, features that can make them highly collectible and worth significant sums. The 1985 P Jefferson Nickel, however, is linked to a very special event in history, the 40th anniversary of the end of World War II and the war in the Pacific. To commemorate this milestone, a small batch of Jefferson Nickels was released, featuring a subtle yet distinct mark that would later become a key feature in its exceptional value. Now, let's get into the heart of the story, the 1985 P mint mark war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel. While the coin itself may appear unremarkable to the untrained eye, the value lies in its rarity and the historical context surrounding its minting. You may wonder, what's so special about a nickel from 1985? The answer lies in the design and production process. The U.S. Mint had produced a limited number of these coins, and they were only released in specific regions as part of a commemorative series. These nickels were made using special dies that were struck with a unique mint mark to symbolize the war in the Pacific, marking the end of a major global conflict and recognizing the sacrifices made by those involved. Now, what truly sets this coin apart is the fact that only a handful of them made it into circulation. In fact, many of them were tucked away in coin collectors' vaults, overlooked and forgotten. It wasn't until much later that the coin's true value was realized. So, why is the 1985 Jefferson Nickel worth such an incredible amount, up to $3 million? It's all about rarity and condition. As with any collectible, the fewer there are of a particular coin, the more valuable it becomes. This particular nickel is extremely rare because only a small number were released, and they weren't widely circulated. This means that collectors who are lucky enough to find one of these coins in mint condition can fetch an impressive amount at auction. Another factor that adds to the value is the coin's significance in American history. The war in the Pacific was a defining moment in World War II, and this coin is a tangible reminder of that pivotal time. Collectors often seek out coins like this for the emotional and historical connection they provide, adding a layer of sentimental value to the intrinsic worth of the nickel. As with any rare coin, condition is key to determining its value. A 1985 Jefferson Nickel in excellent condition can be worth much more than one that's been heavily circulated. A coin that's in mint condition, with little to no wear, is more likely to command top dollar. You'll want to look for coins with clear details and sharp features on both the obverse and reverse sides. Coins with full mint luster and no visible scratches or dings are especially if you're thinking about adding this rare coin to your collection. You might be wondering where to find one. The first place to look is through reputable coin dealers and auction houses. Since the coin is so rare, you won't typically find it in your everyday change or in typical coin rolls. Dealers who specialize in rare and valuable coins may have them in their inventory, but be prepared to pay a premium. Additionally, checking online auction sites and marketplaces like eBay is a good way to find these coins. However, when purchasing online, make sure you're dealing with a trustworthy seller who can provide certification and guarantee the authenticity of the coin. It's important to note that when dealing with a coin worth millions, authentication and certification are crucial. The 1985 mint mark war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel, like any high-value coin, should come with a certificate of authenticity. This document verifies that the coin is genuine and not a reproduction or a counterfeit. Many rare coins are graded by professional numismatic organizations, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. These organizations evaluate the coin's condition and assign it a grade, which can significantly affect its market value. Always look for coins that have been graded by these reputable organizations, as this adds credibility and guarantees that you're making a sound investment. The market for rare coins has evolved significantly over the years. With the rise of online auction sites and the increasing popularity of coin collecting, prices for rare coins like the 1985 Jefferson Nickel have skyrocketed. Auctions for high-value coins often attract collectors from all over the world, eager to get their hands on a piece of history. In addition, many collectors are now more focused on investing in rare coins as a way to diversify their portfolios. With the stock market and other investment vehicles being unpredictable, rare coins provide a tangible asset that can hold or increase its value over time. In conclusion, the 1985 mint mark war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is much more than just a nickel. It's a piece of American history that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Its rarity, historical significance, and condition all contribute to its staggering market value of $3 million. If you're lucky enough to own one, or if you're looking to add it to your collection, make sure to handle it with care, get it authenticated, and keep an eye on the market as its value continues to rise. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow coin collectors. Let me know in the comments if you've come across any rare coins in your own collection, and feel free to ask any questions you might have. See you in the next video. We'll be diving deep into a fascinating coin that holds a significant place in the history of American currency, the 1989 D Mint Mark Jefferson Nickel, a coin tied to the legacy of the war in the Pacific and, surprisingly, worth up to $3 million. If you're a coin collector, investor, or just curious about the unique pieces of history, you're in the right place. Let's begin by setting the stage. The year 1989 might seem like a long time ago, but the story behind the 1989 D Jefferson Nickel goes way back, especially when we consider its connection to the war in the Pacific during World War II. While the coin itself isn't directly from that era, it holds historical significance because of its minting and the rare circumstances surrounding its value. To understand why this coin is worth such an astronomical amount, let's first talk about the Jefferson Nickel itself. The Jefferson Nickel was first issued in 1938 and featured the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the United States. The reverse side showcased Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. Over the years, the design has gone through various changes, but the 1989 D Jefferson Nickel is particularly unique because of one thing: its mint mark. The D mint mark on the 1989 coin indicates that it was minted at the Denver Mint, which has always been a major source of coin production. However, the value of the 1989 D Jefferson Nickel doesn't stem just from its minting location. It has to do with a rare phenomenon involving the quality of the coin, the errors it carries, and the rarity of the pieces that make it truly valuable. First, let's talk about the minting error. Coins often hold more value if they were part of a rare mistake during production. In the case of the 1989 D Jefferson Nickel, there's a specific variety of error known as the War in the Pacific variety. This error was produced when a small number of nickels were struck with a misplaced die or experienced a misalignment during the minting process. These rare errors make the coins more collectible, as they are considered off-center, or double-struck, and they are coveted by collectors due to their scarcity. Now, let's dive into why some of these coins are worth so much. The War in the Pacific connection is significant for a number of reasons. It ties the coin to a pivotal time in American history when the U.S. was engaged in World War II against Japan. The production of U.S. coins during this time was limited, and some were even melted down for their metal content, which adds to the rarity of any coin from this era, especially if it features a minting error. In addition, the historical context plays a huge role in pushing the value of these coins. Numismatists, the experts who study and collect coins, often give higher value to coins that tell a story. Coins that commemorate moments in American history, such as the War in the Pacific, bring an added layer of significance that increases their desirability. When the 1989 D Jefferson Nickel was minted, it wasn't just a simple coin, it was a tangible reminder of a time when the U.S. fought against the Axis powers, and it represents the resilience and strength of the nation. But the story doesn't end there. The coins with the specific minting errors are the ones that tend to fetch the highest prices. For example, certain 1989 D Jefferson Nickels with clear double strikes or off-center strikes have sold at auction for as much as $3 million. This extreme value comes from a combination of factors: rarity, historical significance, and the condition of the coin. Coins like these don't just sit in anyone's collection. They tend to belong to high-profile collectors, museums, or investors who recognize the true worth of these pieces. It's not just about the metal, it's about the story and the uniqueness of the coin. To find one of these rare 1989 D Jefferson Nickels, it would require a great deal of expertise, research, and a bit of luck. Now, let's talk about how you can tell if you have one of these valuable coins. The first step is to check the condition of the coin. Coins that are in uncirculated or near mint condition are the ones that will command the highest prices. Look for sharp details in the design, especially around the date and the mint mark. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, are ideal for collectors and investors. If your coin shows signs of significant wear, it may still be worth something, but it won't reach the astronomical values we're discussing here. Next, you'll want to examine the coin closely for any signs of error. The most desirable 1989 D Jefferson Nickels have specific minting flaws that make them stand out. For example, a coin with a double strike error will show two slightly offset impressions of the design. An off-center strike will show a portion of the design missing or misaligned. These flaws are what make the coin unique, and they are highly sought after by collectors. If you think you have one of these rare and valuable coins, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A coin in the highest grade, especially with a minting error, could be worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about how to find these coins. They may not pop up in your regular pocket change, but they do appear in circulation occasionally. Your best bet is to visit local coin shops, attend coin shows, or browse online auction platforms that specialize in rare and collectible coins. Some collectors even scour through massive amounts of nickels, searching for that one gem that could be worth millions. While it's not easy, it's definitely possible to find these coins if you know what to look for. In conclusion, the 1989 Jefferson Nickel is much more than just a coin, it's a historical treasure. With its connection to the war in the Pacific, its rarity, and its potential for minting errors, it's a coin that any collector or investor should keep an eye out for. If you happen to come across one of these coins in excellent condition with a minting flaw, you could be holding on to a rare piece of American history worth up to $3 million. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1989 Jefferson Nickel and its incredible value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Stay tuned for more exciting coin stories and tips on how to build your own valuable collection. We have an exciting topic to explore, one that's sure to pique your interest. We're talking about the 1995 Mint Mark War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel, a rare and valuable coin that has been making waves in the numismatic world. Some of these coins are worth a staggering $3 million. But what makes this coin so special, and why has it become such a coveted item for collectors? Well, stay tuned as we dive deep into the fascinating details of the 1995 War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel. Let's first understand what this coin represents. The Jefferson Nickel is one of the most iconic coins in American history. Minted in 1938, it features Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse, and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. But in 1995, something unique happened. This coin became part of a special series commemorating the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II. The War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel was released as part of the United States Mint's ongoing efforts to honor American soldiers and the sacrifices they made during World War II. The coin is particularly significant because it honors the pivotal role that the Pacific Theater played in the conflict. The design showcases an image of the USS Arizona Memorial, which stands in Pearl Harbor, a site of immense historical importance. This connection to the war gives the coin a deeply emotional and historical value, making it much more than just a piece of currency. Now, let's focus on the key element that makes the 1995 Mint Mark War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel so valuable, the 1995 Mint Mark. If you've been collecting coins for a while, you know that mint marks are incredibly important when it comes to determining a coin's rarity and potential value. The Mint mark, signifying the Philadelphia Mint, is quite common on many coins. However, this particular 1995 Mint mark variety is one of the rarest of its kind. In 1995, the Philadelphia Mint struck a limited number of these War in the Pacific Jefferson Nickels with a special design and mint mark. The reason they're so valuable today is that only a small portion of them were ever produced, making them extremely rare in today's market. It's this rarity combined with historical significance that has caused their value to skyrocket, with some collectors willing to pay up to $3 million for a perfectly preserved example. So, why are these coins worth so much? Let's break it down. First, we have the rarity factor. Minted in limited quantities, these coins are not easy to find. Over the years, many of them have been lost, damaged, or melted down, which means that the surviving specimens are even more precious. The condition of the coin is another critical aspect of its value. Coins in mint state, meaning they have been well preserved and show no signs of wear or damage, are the ones that fetch the highest prices at auctions. Secondly, there's the historical significance. As mentioned earlier, the war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is a tribute to the bravery and sacrifices of American soldiers during World War II. The USS Arizona Memorial on the reverse side of the coin serves as a solemn reminder of the lives lost during the attack on Pearl Harbor. This emotional connection to a critical moment in American history has made the coin even more desirable to collectors, historians, and investors alike. Finally, the value of the coin is influenced by its status in the numismatic market. Rare coins, especially those tied to significant historical events, often see their value increase over time as demand grows and availability decreases. The 1995 war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel fits all of these criteria, making it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. If you think you might have one of these valuable coins in your collection, it's important to know how to identify it. The first thing you'll want to check is the mint mark. The 1995 war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel features the P mint mark on the obverse side, just to the right of Thomas Jefferson's portrait. This mint mark is crucial because it tells you that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is a key factor in its rarity. Next, you'll want to check the design. The reverse side of the coin features an image of the USS Arizona Memorial, which is a distinguishing feature of the war in the Pacific Nickel. This design was specifically created for this commemorative coin, so if your nickel features this memorial, you're likely looking at a 1995 war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel. Finally, you'll want to examine the condition of the coin. If the coin has been well preserved with sharp details and no signs of wear, it could be worth significantly more than a coin in poor condition. Coins that are graded as mint state or proof are typically worth more than those that show signs of circulation. Now, the big question: how much is a 1995 war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel really worth? The value can vary depending on the condition of the coin, its rarity, and demand from collectors. For most coins in average condition, you might see values ranging from a few $100s to a few thousand. However, if you have one of the rare, perfectly preserved examples, the value can be astronomical. Some specimens of the 1995 war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel have sold for as much as $3 million at auction. That's right, this rare coin can fetch prices in the millions, especially if it's in perfect, uncirculated condition. If you're lucky enough to own one of these coins, you might just have a small fortune in your hands. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1995 war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel, there are a few options available to you. You can visit coin dealers who specialize in rare and valuable coins, attend coin auctions, or even check online marketplaces where collectors buy and sell coins. However, be cautious when buying or selling such valuable items, as there are counterfeit coins and unscrupulous sellers out there. It's always a good idea to have a coin professionally graded and authenticated by an expert before making any transactions. In conclusion, the 1995 mint mark war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel is one of the rarest and most valuable coins on the market today. Its historical significance, limited mintage, and unique design make it a must-have for collectors and investors alike. If you're lucky enough to own one of these coins, you may be holding on to a piece of American history that could be worth millions of dollars. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the 1995 war in the Pacific Jefferson Nickel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. And as always, where we dive into the world of rare coins and their extraordinary market value. Today, we have a truly fascinating piece to talk about, the 1996 mint mark Jefferson Nickel. But, this isn't just any Jefferson Nickel. This one has a rich history and could be worth an astounding $3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Stick around as we uncover its story, rarity, and the factors that make it so highly sought after by collectors. Before we get into the details, let's quickly touch on the significance of the Jefferson Nickel. First minted in 1938, this coin has been a staple in American currency for decades. The design, created by artist Felix Schlag, features President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. Now, fast forward to 1996. The U.S. Mint was operating as usual, churning out millions of coins every year to meet the demand for everyday transactions. But among the regular coins, a few rare examples were struck with small imperfections or unique qualities that would later skyrocket in value. Among these, the 1996 mint marked Jefferson Nickel holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, particularly due to a rare and unique feature known as the War in the Pacific nickel. To understand why this coin is so valuable, we have to take a step back in time. The year 1996 was particularly important in the history of the United States because it marked the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II. During this year, the U.S. Mint issued several special coins to commemorate important historical events, including the Pacific theater of World War II. Coin collectors around the world know that minting errors, limited releases, and special editions often lead to significant increases in a coin's value. And while the 1996 Jefferson Nickel may seem like an ordinary coin, the historical context combined with its rarity has transformed it into a sought-after treasure. So, why is this coin so valuable? The key lies in the fact that very few of these nickels were released into circulation. Most of the 1996 Jefferson nickels were mass-produced, but a small batch, believed to have been part of a special set for collectors, contained specific characteristics that make them rare today. To the untrained eye, the 1996 mint marked Jefferson Nickel might look like just another coin from the 90s, but its value comes from the unique details that were accidentally incorporated into its design. Collectors believe that these variations, from small minting errors to intentional design changes, are what set the 1996 coin apart from the thousands of others minted that year. Now, we're not talking about just a couple $100s here. The value of the 1996 mint marked Jefferson Nickel can range dramatically, depending on its condition, rarity, and whether it holds any of the sought-after minting errors. Some collectors have even reported prices as high as $3 million for a pristine example. To give you a better idea of why this particular coin holds such a high value, let's dive into the key factors that drive its worth. First, we have condition. The better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. A coin in mint or near mint condition is highly prized because collectors want pieces that are as close to their original form as possible. Next up is the rarity. As mentioned earlier, not all 1996 Jefferson nickels were created equal. Coins with unique minting flaws, limited releases, or unusual patterns are considered rarer and therefore more valuable. And finally, historical significance. As a commemorative coin marking the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II, the 1996 mint marked Jefferson Nickel carries historical weight that adds to its allure for collectors who appreciate coins with rich backstories. While not all 1996 Jefferson nickels are worth millions of dollars, it's worth noting that some have been sold at auctions for incredibly high prices. This has made it a prized possession among numismatists, history buffs, and investors alike. So, how do you know if you've got a valuable 1996 mint marked Jefferson Nickel on your hands? The best way to start is by closely inspecting your coin. Check for any minting flaws, unusual marks, or discolorations that could make it unique. If you're unsure, get it professionally graded by a certified coin appraiser. Once you have an expert evaluation, you'll have a much better idea of its market value. From there, you can decide whether to keep it in your collection or, if you're looking to sell, put it on the auction block. Some of these rare coins have made headlines when they sold for millions of dollars, and the 1996 Jefferson Nickel is no exception. If you find one in your collection, who knows? You might just be holding on to a piece of history worth a fortune. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1996 mint marked Jefferson Nickel and its incredible value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. Have a rare coin in your collection that you think might be worth something? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll help you explore its potential value.